I think that's good. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. So Cameron was the most gorgeous, beautiful, gentle person I had ever met. She had watched also like every Louis Theroux documentary, which was so hot. But it was fair to say that she was also into like cool boys, which is unfortunate because I was not. In year 10 at the Catholic high school that we both attended, being a cool boy meant that you played footy and would end up working in corporate finance. Yeah. I was the co-founder of the philosophy club, the AV, yeah, thank you, the AV club. And I tried to start a student newsletter, except no one would write for it. And with that, I formed a trifecta of nerdery. So yeah, definitely not a cool boy. Cameron and I sat next to each other in year 10 religion class, and she became my first proper like high school crush, right? Like real like Heartbreak High kind of material. Thank you. And I decided that I really wanted to just impress Cameron, right? I needed to do something big, something massive, something romantic. And it was just my luck that April Fool's Day was coming around the corner. And I decided I was going to play a prank. And like any good student, I did my research. I went onto Google and I typed in best yet most harmless pranks. And a few came up. There was the one where you could like put like post-it notes under the mice in like the library, but like we weren't in the library that day, so it wouldn't have mattered. There was also like unplugging the projector from the computer, except Mr. McCarthy did that most days, so it wouldn't have been very exciting. But the one that caught my eye was, it was called like a glitter fan, and as the name might suggest, you take glitter and you put it on the fan. And when you turn the fan on, it kind of goes everywhere. Brilliant. This was it. This was the prank I was going to do, and against all the natural odds, Cameron would fall in love with me. So the day rolls around, April Fool's Day, so important. And everyone kind of knows what's going to go down. News has bubbled around that this is going to go down. And I borrow a vial of glitter from my sister's craft drawer, and I head to school with it in my backpack, and everything begins. A plan had formed. I had gathered a small little troop of valiant supporters, and the door to the classroom was always unlocked. First mistake. So come recess time, we all stormed on through. Bella C was on the door, making sure that no one was going to come in. Emily was like holding the desk down as I was standing, trying to not like fall off, as I was dumping bonkers amounts of glitter. Absolutely absurd amounts of glitter on top of this dusty, dusty fan. And then the recess bell rings, and we all go form a line outside. Mr. McCarthy lets us in, and we all sit in our rows. Footy boys up the back, girls who would be fronting MLMs behind me. Myself, Cameron, and Johnny McCarthy, no relation. All in our row. Now, nothing really happens. This is a double period of religion, a double period. So it goes on for a long time. And everyone knows what is inevitably going to happen. Everyone is looking at me, Mr. McCarthy the fan, me, Mr. McCarthy the fan. Everyone is looking, everyone is waiting. I'm looking at Mr. McCarthy the fan, Cameron, ready to lean in for the kiss. And finally, he says it. He says the magic words. He goes, "It's a bit stuffy in here. I might turn the fans on." So, Mr. McCarthy walks over to the fans. Me, Mr. McCarthy, the fans, the switch, and he goes, "These fans, by the way, are right above us." And he turns the fan on, and the glitter goes everywhere. It goes absolutely everywhere. It goes into every crack, corner, and crevice. Like I said, they're right above us. I have just played myself. It goes everywhere. They're not getting that glitter out of that carpet. I don't even think they have. It's been so many years. It goes everywhere. It's the closest thing I'm getting to a pride parade in years. And once the glitter finally settles, Mr. McCarthy lets out the final signs of life, and he goes, "All right, who put the glitter on the fans?" I'm not giving him anything yet, so he asks again, "All right, who put the glitter on the fans?" By the third time, I realise I'll probably be keeping people in for lunch, and I don't want that kind of drama. So I put up my hand and I say, "Mr. McCarthy, it was me. It was I who put the glitter on the fans." He goes very quiet, and he sends everyone else outside. He takes a step closer to me, and he goes, "Sophie, who put you up to this?" "Sophie, which of the boys put you up to this?" I go, "Mr. McCarthy, it was no boys, it was me. I put myself up to this." I tell him everything. I tell him how I borrowed the vial of glitter from my sister. I told him how the classroom was open early, how Bella was on the door, how Em was on the desk, how I was dumping bonkers amounts of glitter on the fan. I didn't tell him how I did it for love, though. It was religion class. You only play pranks when you're married. After this back and forth, he just gives up. He's just not buying it. And as he sends me out, he goes outside and he calls in the footy boys. And he goes, "Clean up this mess." And they walk in, dustpan and brush in hand, sweeping up the mess on all fours that they wish they had made. And after I grab my lunch, I go up to Cameron and I say, "So, like, what did you think?" And she says, "Yeah, it was fun." Thank you.